Shalom. How is everybody? YouTube is messed up. I keep clicking go live and it doesn't take me live. So finally we are live. Anyway, just to remind you, later I'm going to go again, like in maybe 2 hours from now. You will see the schedule in my other schedule. But this one is just talk about the war and politics, and the other one to laugh at Muhammad and Abdul's scientific and amazing miracle in the Quran. Unbelievable, you know. We know the Quran is full of miracles, and those Christians they are denying that for that. So we will laugh a little bit tomorrow. We will have some comedy at the funny Muslims. Um, so the news about the war, it's very funny and very confusing. The Iranian government, or even the Revolutionary Guard spokesman, he said, and I'm quoting him, Trump is negotiating with nobody, but he is negotiating with himself. And somehow I believe it, you know. It doesn't mean really he is negotiating with himself. This means he is not really negotiating with people who have weight in the government of Iran. You see, the Iranian government, after the American and the Israeli killed all their leaders, so now everybody became a leader. That's very normal to happen when, you know, the head is gone, like the king is gone. Then everyone, he make himself a leader. The one he say, I accept, the other one say, I don't. So most likely, Trump is really negotiating with himself, or he negotiate with somebody is not really in power. Somebody from the Iranian government, but he is nobody. And the proof of that, nothing changed. The attack is even increasing, and the U.S. Marines are still hitting to the Gulf. And actually, he is even sending more from American bases, not from the Middle East, to the Middle East. So if there is a a ceasefire and things is solved, and as he claimed, then why you want to send more and more troops? So obviously, there is something else happening. All right. Uh, and the idea of buying time, I think he is just trying to cool down the market, you know. But otherwise, buying time doesn't make sense because still the attack is going normally. None of them stop, like neither the Iranian, neither the American. So buying time is in what? It might be about the stock market. It might be about gas price to cool it down. It might be something like this, you know, nothing really serious. Uh, Same time, I believe that the Gulf countries, they want the war to continue, you know. Uh, this war broke all their trust on any agreement with Iran because you remember, most of them, foolishly, they thought they can have a nice neighborhood with Iran. They start negotiating with them, having agreement like Emirat, Oman, Saudi Arabia. They open embassy with between each other, hoping that that will, will calm things down between them. But as soon as the war started, in fact, the Iranian they hit Gulf, which is an Arab Muslim country, Sunni majority, way more than they hit Israel. I think 5 to 6 times more. So number one who get hit actually is the Gulf. Like just today, actually, they attack an oil depot in Kuwait, in the airport. So they are attacking oil. They are attacking. They try to attack the refineries of Saudi Arabia many times. So saying if you attack our power plant, we attack the Gulf. It doesn't make sense because already they are trying their best to attack them. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes they don't. Actually, yesterday they attacked the power plant in Israel. Uh, so I don't think there is a negotiating. Actually, if you watch my previous video, I don't know how many of you delete. I mean, because I don't keep those videos online, you know. But anyway, if any of you just did download it and save it, you will see that Trump. I told you Trump is not really having serious negotiation. There is somebody claim that he can negotiate, and I think the Iranian, as usual, they are playing games. Uh, I think they are waiting for some massive weapon coming from Russia or from North Korea. This is why the Israeli they hit uh, the other side, the borders of Iran, and they attack many ports from the other side, which is in the border with Azerbaijan and other countries, because simply they are smuggling weapon to Iran from there. So it's highly possible that they are going to smuggle it through maybe even Afghanistan. Putin right now, he have a very good relationship with Afghanistan after he approved Afghanistan government, Taliban, as to be a legal, legitimate government, and they are democratic too, according to Putin. So this is why the Israelis are focusing in that area more lately, because obviously their weapon is coming from there too. So the war is far from over, unless Trump really he hit harsher. You know, those people, those regime, not the people, they understand one language. Who is stronger? And because they are religious, mentally ill, uh, killing 20,000 of them is not a big deal. Like, what a big deal? What about 100,000? What about a million? Eh, you see, this doesn't affect those people. 7 soldiers for America is like killing 70,000 in Iran. You know, so killing that will not really hurt much. What will hurt much is taking them out of power, which is power, literally power, electricity. If Trump he hit the power plants immediately, actually he should do it from the first day, then the people of Iran will go crazy, because when you go home and there's war, but here is electricity, there's water, you're fine, who care? Okay, let those regime fight with their enemy. But when you don't have water, you don't have food, you don't have, your fridge is not working, the hospital is not working, then the whole people will go crazy against the government. So both Israeli and American, they are making a big mistake, the same they did last time in the war. They did not hit any power plant. They are hitting missiles and etc. Okay, they can survive still. Yeah. You see, destruction for those kind of regimes is not really a big deal. You can burn the whole country as long as they have food, electricity. People will not, in fact, Trump, he was late. He's very late. Why did not attack when the Iranian, they were in the street by tens of thousands? So after the regime killed more than 35,000 of their own citizens, now you remember to come and do something. It was late. You gave false hope to the Iranian. You said help is coming, and they were waiting a week after week after week after week. And then 2 months goes by, and then the Iranian regime killed them all, and now nobody going in the street. Anyway, you cannot guarantee that there won't be a genocide. The Shia regime doesn't care. Yeah, you are smart. Those people, they are doing genocide anyway. So 35,000 killed in 3-4 weeks, is that genocide? What are you talking about? You're a potato. 35,000 in less than 6 weeks. And this is according to the Iranian regime. Just last week, they executed a young man who is a very well-known sportman, just because he protested in the street. in public. They execute him, not even in secret. Uh, so speaking of genocide, those people, they are well known on genocide. What they did in Syria, what they did in Lebanon, what are you talking about? This is Islam, my friend. Uh, so anyway, so what if it's a nuclear power, my friend? You can destroy the power plant without hitting the nuclear, let us say, engine. You can. It will take, a long time to repair it. You do not need to destroy the whole power plant. You can destroy the most effective necessity, which they cannot replace it in less than 5-6 months, if they can. You can easy. Um, so the negotiation is, for me, I see it like a joke. I don't see really a real negotiating. Uh, because the first question, until now, Trump, he did not even say he is negotiating with who. He mentioned the head of the parliament, but this guy is not the ruler of the country. Where is the ruler of the country? Until now, nobody mentioned the name of the supreme leader, if we can call him supreme. There is no mention of the head of the Revolutionary Guard, which is the real controller of the country. For sure, the president does not exist, because he is not really the president. He's just a toy. Yeah, I mean, obviously, mostly he's dead. But anyway, this negotiation is not exist, I believe. It's going nowhere. And if Trump is negotiating, he is negotiating maybe with people who they are going to make maybe a coup against the government. Maybe. I see the only benefit of negotiation, if it's true, that he can divide the Iranian government. He can divide the Iranian government and make them fight about agree or not to agree. Maybe this is the only benefit, because it doesn't make sense what you see in the Iranian spokesman. He said it clearly. We are not even one of us called him, and he is negotiating with himself. Not only that, actually, they are asking that America should have to pay for all the damage they caused in the war, and they have to close all the bases in the Gulf. They are talking as if they are the one is victorious. The Iranian, they are asking for request as if they are the one is winning the war. But we understand this is just to make the audience, the local, think that they are strong. Doesn't mean that they are strong. So this negotiation is not really too much exist. As, they are playing games. I don't know what the game exactly, but negotiating with somebody is not exist, is a joke. Who is the leader? You tell me. And I believe that the Arab right now, they are encouraging Trump to continue, and they will pay for the war, because keeping the regime little bit strong, little bit, is going to have a huge impact in those Arab. The Arab, they notice now how strong Iran is, because imagine two armies, including USA and Israel, attacking them, and still they are able to shoot missiles and rocket to far distance. And they prove even they have missiles, or ballistic missiles can go up to 4,000 kilometers. So almost they can hit, actually already they hit Europe, they hit Cyprus. But some they say that the attack on Cyprus came from Hezbollah in Lebanon, which is not far distance. So all of this doesn't make sense. Negotiating with who? It doesn't make sense. Pakistan is the one who making the leading negotiation, but they will not even mention who, how, when, where. You know what kind of negotiation this is? It's just a joke. And I think Trump, he have no choice except to go and finish the job. You know, uh, I will not be surprised that now, during the time he is negotiating, this is what he did to Lynn last time. He was negotiating, and he gave them 15 days to think about it one more time. Before the 15 days is over, I think day number 11, I think, he hit them, and the war started. So now he might be saying the same to them. We are negotiating, you know, and then we will see the Marines start occupying their islands. I will not be surprised if that happened. Yeah, the only friends Iran have now is North Korea, uh, Putin, and some socialist regimes. And the socialist, you need to remember, Iran have a friends inside USA. That's the most important. Tucker Carlson and his gang, and they are big in number. Democrat, and they are big in number. There's many senators and Democrat, they support Iran. Many Congress, they support Iran. In fact, they believe Iran, it is a good country. America is an evil country. So Iran is using all their papers, whatever they have, and the most important one is the one they have inside the country, not the one they are outside. Yeah, what they send him a gift? What this guy is talking about? It's a joke. Trump is a Trump. All right. For me, I don't believe in anything he's saying. Not because he is a liar, but this is what they advise him to say. Like there's something they are doing. We do not know. We don't know what is really. We have no idea what's going on. What you hear in the news usually is not what's happening. Yeah, the news have nothing to do with the truth. News is just fiction. It might be even the opposite direction. We don't know, but it's obvious that at war like this, deception is a big weapon at wartime. So everybody deceive everybody. But there's one thing to confirm, that the Arabian countries, all of them, they support Trump, and they want him to finish the job. Because this war, it was 100% for the benefit of America. All the Gulf now, they will jump to the lap of Trump massively. You see, the Saudi, they have a very good friendship with Putin. They thought Putin, he can prevent Iran from attacking them. Didn't work. They established good relationship with China. They thought that will prevent Iran from attacking them. Didn't work. They have big economic deals with China, which make like any threat to the economy of Saudi Arabia or Kuwait or Emirat is a threat to China. China didn't care. So now they notice that the only one really they can trust in this case is I muted the microphone so you don't hear the motorcycle. The only one they can trust is two countries, America and Israel. In fact, they trust Israel more than America. Because America, a government can change and Democrat can show up again. And then Democrat will go friendly with Iran. They will give them nukes. They will give them anything they want. The only one they can trust really is Israel. And soon you will see that many agreement will happen with Israel, between Israel and those Arabian countries. Yes, I'm coming later. Yeah, but this is to talk about the war. The other one is to talk about the amazing miracle in the Quran. Uh, it's always, you know, the only time to know who is your real friend is when you need them, right? That's the only time. Guys, do you hear any bad noise? Because somebody is cutting grass or something. I don't know. Do you hear bad noise? So I get inside. I'm sitting outside. Do you hear any bad noise? No? Okay, good. Uh, so this is the wartime. Now, for sure, the Arab are not a friend to Israel, and they will never be friends. But you know, like what they say, friend with benefit. It's not because they are in love, but because they need each other. Uh, so the Israeli now they prove into the world that they are the most powerful army in the world. You will notice that American army make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, but Israeli don't. Simply, they don't. They have the most professional pilots. They have the most advanced intelligence, and they are extremely extreme in professionalism. American are a bunch of idiots in general. As an example, the special counsel for Trump, the highest for terrorism, he believes Iran is not a threat to America. And this is why I'm saying America cannot be trusted, because we have big names in the government of Trump are a bunch of idiots. In fact, most of people who they are around the Trump are idiots. I don't know how this guy he functioned with them, you know. Uh, so I believe the Arab they will not trust America. However, they can trust agreement with America, which is about money, because money would affect everybody, you know. When you hold them with money, then Democrat, Republican, everybody will be your friend. You know what I mean? Like when you are rich, you are my uncle. When you are poor, I do not know you. So the Arab, this is why they have a lot of investment with America in order to make American interest in protecting them is a very, very, let's say, is not connected to time, is not connected to relationship of a friendship, is connected to money. So if we lose, you lose, you know. The Arab countries, they lost their place in America since the oil became not needed by USA, since American became independent. Otherwise, if the Arab countries right now are still the supplier for America for oil, things will be totally different in their interest. But now the Arab countries, they understand that Americans don't care about our oil. The only one who's infected by the oil supply is Japan, China, India, Europe, you know. And even those countries, they have other alternative, you know. So the interest of the Gulf is not the same as before, you know, for oil. It's important for certain countries, you know. Uh, Iran said Trump must surrender or oil will be 200 per barrel. Well, that will be funny, by the way, because let us say the oil became 500 per barrel. What that will hurt American? Trump, he can make a fixed price for the oil in America. He can force government, companies, not to increase their price because the increase is not real. Why? Because simply we have supply and we do not need and we don't buy from there. So why you want to increase it? That will hurt everybody except USA. Let them do it. You know, Iran will not be able to sell anything anyway. You know, the only one is going to be able to sell is the countries who are out of the Gulf, which is America, Venezuela, you know, yeah, those countries, go on, or whatever they call it. And those will get richer, and the Arab and the Muslim will get poorer. So why Trump he will care? All right. Uh, in fact, if I am Trump, I will let it go longer. So all of them, they will go bankrupt. All the enemies of USA, starting from Qatar, they will go back because those people don't have income except the oil. They don't have anything. They have nothing. They don't have banana growing in their land. In fact, you see, if they don't have money to pay for a salary, you see all the trees they have in the street in Dubai, in Kuwait, all the trees will die in 3 days. Do you know that? The trees they have, and like you see in Dubai, they have trees, right? You see, like park, those they have to water them. They have to water them every 48 hours, 3 days maximum. Otherwise, the tree will die to the ground, will go dead because those trees cannot grow there. So even their beauty will go. Not to forget the beauty of their women, that they will not be able to make plastic surgery in Korea. I mean, I look at Arabian TV, at those, Arabian women in the TV for the news. Each one of them, she have lips of a duck. I mean, what happened to those Arabs? They don't look like us no more. I'm an Arab, and I look scary. Actually, by the way, if you see the thumbnail, this is me after plastic surgery. I look like Zakir Naik. Yeah, every citizen of Qatar, he go to Korea to do plastic surgery. Plastic surgery for the butt, for the penis, for everything. I mean, those people, they are obsessed with plastic surgery, right? Arab women, they are #1 customers in Korea or in Thailand. The one who have money, they go to Korea. The one don't have much money, they go to Thailand. Silicone is, they are out of silicone there. They are using rubber now. So the makeup of those Arabian countries collapse. How many times I told you that those Gulf countries are made of cartoon? Do you remember? They are made of cartoon. Look at them. They can't even defend themselves. They don't even dare to respond to Iran. They don't even dare to fart. They don't. Because they knew Iran would smash them. The only reason for them still standing until now is America. And for sure Israel. So, when Iran speak about we need this and making demand, that is funny. That's funny. Just hit their power plant and let them go bankrupt. They will not be able to sell oil to anybody. They can't even touch the oil. They can't provide electricity for citizens. Already Tehran have no water. There's no water to drink. This will be long before the war. If you search right now in Google, so Iran have a bigger problems, like massive problems. And maybe #1 problem is water. So when they make demands, and like we see in the news, demand, we want America to pay for the damage happened to us. We have to control Hormuz. We have America have to remove all their bases. That is a joke, that's funny. That's stupid, actually. Who can take what they say seriously? I think some stupid from Pakistan, and I think Pakistan is playing double agent. So in one hand they are supporting Saudi Arabia because they are Sunni, and the other hand they support Iran. They are money business. They are bankrupt. They are, because they need Iran one day if something happened with India. So they are trying to be presenting themselves that they are the middle person. So I think from Pakistan they contacted Trump, says, what about we start negotiation? Maybe we can fix it. Give us your point, and we present it to the area, and that's all what happened. And then Trump, he made a big balloon about it. He used it. He's not lying. This is what's happening. So he's not lying, but in reality, he said, okay, if this is possible, this is our point. He gave them 15 points. And all of them, they are kind of boing, boing, boing point, 15 point. Very nice. When you give 15 points, usually you are going to reach 10, maybe, like you ask for 15, you get 10. However, obviously the negotiation is not happening, you know, is not real. We will see, maybe I'm wrong, but everything says, including the Iranian regime, saying we are not negotiating anybody, right? We did not. Trump is negotiating with him. I just saw the video of the one who speak in the name of the IRGC. Trump negotiating himself. In fact, I believe it because Iranian regime, Shia, they are the most deceiving people in the world. I have a debate with a Shia guy, I think 3 days ago, correct? Go watch it and see how much they lie. They are the most lying people in the earth. Do you know the Sheikh Hisham al-Husseini? Anyone know him? He was the consultant of George Bush, the idiot. You remember him? The head of the Muslim Shia in USA, the one who was invited by Trump to his ceremony. You remember him? He have a debate with me. Go watch it. I wiped the floor with his lies. Even though it's in Arabic, but you can use the subtitle. I made him shish kebab, literally. At that time, the TV, they said to me, CP, what you have done? I said, what? They said, what? Didn't you notice what you were saying? You made him pieces. How we are going to have this guy again in our program? Still care. That's the last of my worry if he come to your program or not, For sure he will not come again to your program, Like, what you have done? There's no way. We called him, we apologize. He says, no. This guy, they told me almost he have half a heart attack. I said, it's no problem. That will be natural death. So who care, He will go to Allah. Yeah, and then like each time they want to invite me for a debate, they say, please, like 15 minutes before the debate, please, can you be easy? Please, don't play karate with people. Like, don't be a boxer. Can be you just a debater. I said, this is how I debate. Don't invite me. And then I told them, don't invite me again. And that's it. I'm done with you. So Shia are very well known. Very well known. Go watch the debate just 2 days ago. 3 days ago. All right? And see how they lie. Unbelievable. Yeah. Even he accused me to be like, Sam Shamshon, he accused me to be Mossad agent. This guy, he accused me to be a Zionist. He said, you are a Zionist. We are going to clean the earth from Zionists like you. He threatened me to be killed. Live on air. Yeah. Because I got him busted. Mossad agent. All right, we will not keep you longer. I just want to share some time with you about the news and about negotiation. It's funny, and I cannot wait to see until I see Trump is taking their power plant out and all of Iran in dark, and then the Iranian, they will go out in the street. If I was the president, this is the first thing I would hit, because then they cannot do welding to their machines. They cannot produce rockets. I mean, it is very basic, normal knowledge of war. You strip your enemy from their supply of weapon, not by attacking only the machineries, but attacking what make the machine run. Any power plant connected to war machines, war supply machine, war manufacturer should be hidden. You want to keep the one for civilian, no problem, keep it safe. However, it's even better if the American take everything out, and then the Iranian, they will go crazy against this regime, because now they notice that this regime is losing ground. They can provide even normal livelihood. You see, in America, even America, whatever government they do, whatever they do, as long American they have their cars, it's running, their gas is full, their fridge is full, nobody will strike in the street unless they are a bunch of idiots like those Free Palestine, paid by Qatar. But nobody go in the street because nobody is hungry. But when hunger hit the stomach, those people will not know who you are. Let them. You want to move the crowd against the regime and the regime collapse? And then after the regime collapse, we can help the Iranian to live their life, to be great again. You know, we don't hate the Iranian. Our war would not, it's not with the Iranian. In fact, most of the Iranian, they are anti-Islam. The biggest converted church in USA is Iranian church. I witnessed it myself. Massive number of Iranian who come to USA, they left Islam, became Christians. It's a fact. So if the regime collapsed too, there's a great benefit for us as a Christians that Iran will come to Christ by massive number. And Iran will be great again, will be friendly. They will enjoy their wealth. Nobody wants Iranian to be killed. Nobody. You know, we Christians, we don't want any nation to be killed. We don't even want Muslim to be killed. This is not what we want. We want peace for everybody. We are against violence. But there is only a way to fight violence. How you fight violence? By giving a flower? Somebody will say to you, Jesus says, if somebody hit your right cheek, give him the other one. That is somebody hitting your cheek, not somebody taking a sword. Jesus says, if you don't, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one. Jesus said, the one who lives by the sword shall die by the sword. And this is in the New Testament and in the Old Testament. Those people live by the sword. And they are getting paid by the sword, not by dollars. You know, you live by the sword, you shall die by the sword. You go kill people, you know, they will come back to you. Your evil will come back. And they are evil. Can they live their country with all this oil and gas and wealth? Why you have to shout death to America and death to Israel? What do you have to do with them? What a country is more than 1,200, 300 kilometers away from Israel will shout death to Israel. What do you have to do with them? Some Democrat will say to you they are defending the Palestinian. They are killing the Palestinian. Go and see what they do to the Palestinian. If anyone here from Lebanon can tell you that the Shia, they surround all the Palestinian camps in Lebanon for almost 3 years. No food is allowed, no water, no money, nothing. And then they reach the point that if somebody died, they eat him. I'm not making things up. Who did that? Hezbollah and Harakat Amal, both are Shia. They are the one who killed the Palestinian. Who is the one who was killing the Muslims in Syria? At least 600,000 people get killed. 600,000. Some they say 1 million. We don't know. It's a massive war. What Iran was doing in Syria, what they have to do with Syria? So Qatar, they sponsor Iran because Hamas is sponsored by Iran. But why Iran is sponsoring Hamas? Is to spread Shiaism. So Iran used like, we are defending so-called Palestine to make more Muslims like them. See, we are the Mujahideen. We are the only one who care for Jerusalem. So they hijack the business like they are the Mujahideen. But in reality, they are Shia and they hate every Muslim Sunni. And they kill them wherever they find them. Go and check out how they treat the Sunni in Iran. They treat them like dogs, literally like dogs. They treat the Christians and the Jews way better than the Muslim Sunni in Iran. If I say like 90% better, I'm not exaggerating. All right. So, but that doesn't mean that it treat Christians and you know good. No, but I'm saying how bad it is their treatment to the Muslim Sunni population. If you are a Muslim Sunni, you will never get a good job. They're going to give you a job as a judge or a minister or anything. You know, you're nobody. And anyone report you, you will disappear, you and your family. The Sunni are treated like dogs, literally like dogs. You know. Yeah, go to Iraq and see how the Shia are treating the Sunni in Iraq. They're treating like dogs too. You know. But just to mention, to be fair, the Sunni, they treat the Shia when they are majority like dogs too. Just to be fair, I don't think that the Sunni are victims. The Sunni, when they were controlling Iraq, they treated the Shia like dogs, even less. All right, this is Islam, my friend. This is Islam. The same as the Sunni in Pakistan, they treat the Shia in Pakistan like dogs. You know, they attack them in the mosque, they kill them, suicide bomber every few days. You know. Yeah. So anyway, the problem is Hormuz. No, Hormuz is not a problem. Hormuz is not a problem. You see, if European they care for Hormuz, go and open it. Trump, he should not seek opening Hormuz fast. In fact, it's for the benefit of America. In fact, he should punish those Europeans who they are watching and they are unhappy with the Trump. Why I want to defend you all the time? Why I want to provide you with oil? Let them close Hormuz for the coming year. Then you will see the European, they are coming with their war machines from everywhere. Oh yeah, you have to open Hormuz. We need the oil. Trump should not do it. Let them do it. Let them clean their thorn by their own hands. Why America always should protect them? All what Trump is asking them, protect yourself. When somebody cut your supply, deal with it. They are just a bunch of cats. I don't want to use the word P, you know, but you know what I'm talking about. It is time. There's time for peace. There's time for war. But there's no time for woke. The woke society, they will never go anywhere. You know, like imagine if we have an army of, yeah, I better not to go about this. YouTube will take my video down. If we have an army of those guys, you know, like you know the thing. I will use Joe Biden language, huh? I mean, do Iran going to fear us? Seriously. If we have a president, her name is Kamala Harris, is the Iranian going to fear us? They will be dying laughing at us, right? So we have a Trump, even though sometimes he do some dumb stuff, but we cannot compare between Trump and the dump Joe Biden and his team. All right, we cannot compare what we did here. All right. Imagine Kamala Harris now to negotiating with Iran. She will say to them, the passage of time. In the passage of time, and what is the passage of time? The Iranian will respond, the passage of time is Allah, because Allah is time. And we will spend the coming century talking about passage of time, and the Iranian, they are making nukes. In fact, Obama, the Muslim Obama, the Shia Obama, is the one who gave them the ability to be what they are today. He gave all the money of Iran, which is not the money of this regime, to them. And he gave them 5 years to make nukes. If Trump did not cancel the agreement, they have nukes already long time ago. And by now we will have nuke war. In fact, we don't know if they have a nuke. You never know. What, like, don't you think Putin, he will sell them a nuke for a few billion? For 100 billion? He will. Don't you think North Korea will send them nuke? They will. I believe even Saudi Arabia have nukes already, sold to them by Pakistan. You know? But anyway, those countries having nukes, it make them dangerous, yes, but make them dead too. Because the second you use it, they will finish you. You're finished, boy. Like Mimi Hijab said, you know. So It's like buying a bomb you don't even dare to show, you know, like you don't dare even to mention it. I better hide it because if I use it, I will be dead. They will make me shish kebab. You have nukes. This is firework for us. Literally, this is firework for Israel, for America. Your nukes is just a joke. You know, this is like cartoon. You want to see what the weapon is? Check out what we have. Check out what we have, and then you will know what we are talking about. Actually, yesterday I saw the Israeli assassinated somebody in no, I think the American assassinated somebody from the mullahs of Iran. They use a missile. It's called Hellfire, I think. I think it's called Hellfire. Now, when you hear this, you think what? You think this is will make like Hellfire, right? I mean, it must be a nuke or something. It turned to be a very smart, super intelligent missile. Have a samurai sword. I'm not joking. So when they kill somebody, they want to be sure that they kill him, not the one next to him. Like let's say you are driving your car. They don't want to kill the old lady in the car. Maybe there's women, children, you know. They want to assassinate this guy. So they will use this missile, which can penetrate through even concrete. And then when it get in, it have swords. 6 swords will open. It's like a cartoon movie, seriously. And they will chop that guy pieces. The chop, 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 chop. Potato is gone, you know. So this is how precise even their weapon. I mean, what the heck is this? You're driving your car and then something coming. It's not even a bomb. There's no bomb. There's no bomb. It's just swords. I guess the one who came with this weapon, he was watching too much samurai movies, you know. Lord have mercy. I used to watch cartoon when I was a kid. It's called Sasuke. It's a Japanese, you know, Japanese cartoon. You know, yeah, yeah. It's a sword, 6 swords. You know, imagine. It's hard to believe that somebody will use swords in the year 2026. It's real. It's very effective too, you know, because you can hit. Let us say you are in the highway. If you shoot a missile, you will kill a lot of people. You don't want to kill everybody, you know. Your target is this criminal, this terrorist, and it have a laser eyes. It's like a fiction movie. Seriously, guys, it have a laser eyes. I saw the eyes is moving. They move left and right. It's like a cat, you know. They move. The eyes of the missile, they move like whoop, you know, looking up and down. Now I cannot explain to you because my camera is not on facing my face and I have a cross eyes anyway, so that will not help you. Will make you more confused. According to, by the way, according to Ali and Muhammad, the reason you have a cross eyes because you look at your wife anus when you were having sex with her or her vagina. All right? Never look there. Let the neighbor look. Shame on you. You stupid idiot. Even blind, if you are blind, because you look at your wife vagina, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nuke there. There's radiation, there's, you know, so you go blind. And your son will be blind. If you talk when you are having sex, your son will be mute. Now, you know, why? Because the stupid you, when you were doing boom, boom, you were talking. Can't you shut up? So you cannot see it. You cannot talk. You can't be, by the way, you can't be naked. Seriously, you can't be naked. You have to cover by 2 blankets. If one, you have a problem. Big problem, you know. Don't have sex standing. I'm changing topic just for fun. If you have sex standing, your son will pee in the bed all over. He will be like a donkey who pee everywhere, you know. It's amazing. This is the Shia we are fighting in Iran. You know, those are the Shia. If you watch the video debate with this guy, you know, we have 3 days ago, go check it out. Go check it out and see how he's trying to save his ass and his Shia from the expose. All right. uh, I hear that Shia Islam has a Trinity: Ali, Fatima, Hassan. Yeah, no, that's not Trinity. But they believe, no, actually they are five, not even three. Uh, believe that Muhammad family are contained of people who they look like a human, but they are not a human. They are made of light. All right. Yeah. Anyway, soon, I don't know how long we have. I think maybe 2 hours, 1 hour. Check it out. I will go live in YouTube again, but this time we will be talking about Islam, not about war. Until then, I wish you a great time, and God is good. So is Jesus, and we are the Crusade.